Good morning, students. Hope all of you are doing well. Today I am going to start the new chapter number 5, multiples and factors. Okay, so these chapters already you learn in your previous class few things, but today we will learn more about multiples and factors. Okay, so at the first, let's recap. You please do this one. This is your I will give you as a homework, so please you do it in your class copy which is provided from the school. So you please do over there. So what is the first question? First question is our write the greatest two-digit multiple of 3. So you have to write the greatest two-digit number that multiple of 3. Then second one is the write the greatest three-digit multiple of 2. And question number 2, encircle the numbers that are not multiples of 6. So few option is given here. You have to find out and encircle that number that are not multiples of 6. And question number 3 is the encircle the numbers that are factors of 84. Question number 4, encircle the numbers that are divisible by 3 as well as 5. So you have to find out the number and you have to encircle that numbers which are divisible by 3 as well as 5. Okay. Question number 5, write the prime factors of the following numbers. Okay. Question number 6 is the find the LCM as well as the HCF of the following pairs of numbers. So you have to find out LCM and as well as HCF of the following pairs of numbers. And question number 7, the last question is draw factor trees to find prime factors for the following. So these things I'm not discussing more because these things already you learn in your previous class, and today we will learn more about multiples and factors. So let's see. So multiples and factors. The product of a number and counting number are known as the multiples of that number. So the product of a number and the counting number are known as the multiples of that number. Okay. So what is the properties of multiples? The first properties of multiples is that every number is a multiple of itself as well as of 1. Okay. So there is no limit. Second properties is that there is no limit to the number of multiples of a number. Every multiple of a number is greater than or equal to the number. So for example, if I multiply with 1 into 1, then we will get 1, that is equal to the number, and if we multiply 1 into 2, then we will get 2. So 2 is greater than 1. So see that every properties is satisfied. So properties of multiples is the first one is the every number is a multiple of itself as well of 1. Okay. So if we multiplied any number like 17, 13, any number, when we multiplied with that 1, or then we will get the same number. Okay. So every number is a multiple of itself as well as of 1. So there is no limit to the number of multiples of a number. So we can means how much if you want to multiply with that, there have no limit to the number of multiples. Okay. So every multiple of a number is greater than or equal to the number. So the numbers that are multiplied to get a product are called the factors of the product. Okay. So what is multiples? What is the properties of multiples we learn? Now the second thing is that you see here the numbers that are multiplied to get a product. So when you multiply a number with another number, then we will get a product of the number. So that what the product will get, that are called the factors of the product. Okay. So what is the properties of factors? Every number is a factor of itself. It is also the greatest factor of that number. Second property is that 1 is a factor of every number. It is also the smallest factor of a number. And the factor of a number is less than or equal to the number. Okay. So you see here the example. So these are the properties. So it's better you can understand when I will show you as the example. Okay. So the number 56 can be expressed as product of two numbers if in the following 4 ways. Okay. So you see here the number 56. How can I express? So you see here 56, we can write 56 like this way. So see here, so 56, this number we can write like this way, 56 equals to 1 into 56. So if we multiply it with 1 with 56, then we will get 56. And otherwise, how can we will get 56? 2 into 28. If we multiply it with 2 into 28, then we will get 56. Or 56 we will get if we multiply 4 into 40, then we will get 56. Or 56 we will get, because here in this questions actually is told about the 4 ways. So that's why I'm showing that 4 ways to how we will get 56. So if we multiply with 8 into 7, so 8 into 7 means we will get 56. So let's see here. So the number 56 can be expressed as product of two numbers. So we will get 56 when we multiply with two numbers. So product of two numbers, see here 1 and 56. So 2 are the product of two numbers, then we will get 56 in the following 4 ways. So see A, B, C, D, the 4 ways we will get 56 by product of two numbers. So here 1, 2, 4, 7, 8, 14, 28, 56 are all factors of 56. So see here, when we will multiply with 1 into 56, then we will get 56. When we will multiply 2 into 28, we will get 56. When we will multiply 4 into 14, then we will get 56. And when we will multiply 8 into 7, then also we will get 56. So here 1, 2, 4, 7, 8, 14, 28, 56 all are the factors of 56, and 56 is the multiple of these numbers. Okay, so now hope all of you can understand what is the factor. Okay, so next example is our write the first 5 multiples of 3160. So first 5 multiples you have to find out. So see here, one thing is 3160 into 1. Then we have to find out 5 multiples. So at first we will multiply with 1, then we will get the same number. So with the first property, you see that every number is a multiple of itself as well as of 1. Okay, then second you would see that 3160 into 2, then we will get. So you see that the third property is satisfied, every multiple of a number is greater than or equal to the number. Okay, see this number is greater to than 3160. Number third multiple is that 3160 into 3, then we will get this number, then 3160 into 4, then 3160 into 5. So these are the 5 multiples of 3160. So the first multiples of 3160 are 3160, 6320, 9480, 12,640, 15,800. So these are the 5 multiples of 3160. If a number is a multiple of two different numbers, it is known as a common multiple of these two numbers. So if a number is a multiple of two different numbers, so see here, if you if you notice one here also, this numbers is also a multiple of two different numbers. So it is known as a common multiple of these two numbers. Okay, so example 3 is 4800 a common multiple of 800 and 1200. So see here, one thing says 4800 divided by 800, so then we will it is divisible, so we will get 6. Again this number we divided by this, then we will get, so this number divided by this and this, so both two numbers is this number is divisible by these two numbers. So that's why 4800 is a common multiple of two different numbers, 800 and 1200. So this is that another example. So see here, what is factor, that the examples already I discuss here. What is multiples, that is example 2. In example 2 I already discussed. And what is common multiple, that things also I discussed in example 3. So let's see that example number 4. Find the factors of 616. So how can you find out the factors of 616? So let's see. So at first you write the number like this way, 616. Then we start that, always we will follow one things. We will start by divisible by a small number. Okay, so this number we will see that it is divisible by 2 or not. So any number is divisible by 1, so no need to do that. So you start from 2. So we will 3, then we will 0 and 8. Okay, so when we divided it, then we will get that 308. So now again we divisible by 2, so then we will get 154. Then again it is divided by 2, so 7 and 7. Then again 7, then 11, we will get 11, and 11 when we divided by 11, we will get 1. Okay, so you see here what is the factors. So when we multiply with 1 into 616, then we will get 616. So these things actually satisfied for all numbers. When we multiplied with the number with the 1, we will get the same number. But challenging is that other numbers, when we have to find out the other factors. Okay, so 2 into 308, then we will get 616. If we multiply with 7 into 88, then also we will get 616. If we multiply with 11 into 56, then we will also get 616. So what is the factors of 616? The factors of 616 is 1, 616, 1 and 616, or 2 and 308. So 2 and 308, or 7 and 88, and 11 and 56. So these are the factors. So see here, the factors of 616 are 1 and 616, 2 and 308, 7 and 88, and 11 into 56. But similarly, how can you find out the another factors of 616? So similarly, you have to find out the another factors of 616. Okay, so how can you find out similarly the other factors of 616 are 4 into 154, 8 into 77, 14 into 44, 22 into 28. So these the 16 factors of 616 are 1, 2, 4, 7, 8, 11, 14, 22, 28, 44, 56, 77, 88, 154, 308, and 616. So if you count it from 1 to 616, that 16 factors are there. Are here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. So 16 factors of 616. So up to this actually we learn what is multiples, what is factor, what is common multiples. So these things already learned. So now I will start the prime numbers and composite numbers. Okay, so a prime number is only divisible by 1 and the number itself. Okay, so a number that is not a prime number is a composite number. A composite number has at least one factor that other than 1 and the other number itself. So prime number is only one divisible by 1. So the number which is divisible by 1 and the number itself. Okay, so you see here 2 is the only prime number that is even. So 2 is one of the prime number, and also it is a even number. Okay, and the number that is not a prime number is a composite number. So other than that prime number is called composite number, means which are not prime number, that numbers is called composite number. A composite number has at least one factor other than 1 and the number itself. So that number which has at least one factor other than 1 and the number itself. So number and the factor 1 and itself is always satisfied with any number, okay. But is the challenging is that we have to find out the at least one another factor other than 1 and that number itself. So now note, in our previous class the CV of Eratosthenes helps us to identify prime numbers up to 200. However, in practice it is difficult to identify straight away whether a large number is a prime number or not. So it's very challenging is that if when suppose that one big number is given, so how can you find out the number is a prime number or not? So that is actually challenging. So let's see the example 5. Are the numbers 87 and 89 prime numbers? So we have to find out 87 and 89 which one is the prime number or not, okay. So we observe that 87, so if you do this find out the factorization, then you will get if we multiply it with 29 into 3, then we will get 87. So as 87 has factors other than 1, because if we write 87 like this way, 1 into 87, if we multiply it with 1 with 87, then we will get 87. But the other than, so we have to check that numbers have another factor or not. If it have another factorization, that means it is not a prime number, it is a composite number. So 87 we will get if we multiply it with 29 into 3. So that's why it is not a prime number. So 87 is not a prime number. It is not a prime number, okay. So 87 is not a prime number. So let's see what about 89. So in case of 89, we find that it is divisible by no number other than 1 into an 89. So that's why 89 is a prime number, because it is already divisible by 1 and the number itself. That's why 89 is a prime number, and 87 is a composite number, because it is that is not a prime number, because it is divisible, it has at least one factor and other than 1 and the number itself. So when we multiply it with 29 into 3, we will get 87. That's why it is not a prime number. 87 is a composite number, but 89 is only divisible by 1 and the number itself. That's why 89 is a prime number, okay. So let's see question number 6, example 6. So is 221 a composite number? So how can you find out? So observe that when we multiply with 13 into 17, then we will get 221. So that's why 221 has 13 and 17 as factors. So 221 has factors other than 1 and 221 itself. That's why 221 is a composite number. So only two things you have to remember: prime number only the divisible by 1 and the number itself, and the composite number it has at least one factors other than 1 and the number itself, okay. So this is the basic difference in between prime number and composite number, okay. So there are 25 prime numbers between 1 and 100. So these are the 2, 3, 5, 7, 11, 13, 17, 19, 23, 29, 31, 37, 41, 43, 47, 53, 59, 61, 67, 71, 73, 79, 83, 89 and 97. So you see that up to 1 to 100 to 25 prime numbers in between. So sometimes in your exam is asking about this type of questions: how many prime numbers in between 1 and 100? So then you have to write down. So you have to remember that there are 25 prime numbers in between 1 and 100. So it is not possible in exam time you have to write the all numbers and count it. So you please remember this information is very much important. how many prime numbers in between 1 and 100. So this type of fill in the blanks or true false or choose the correct option, this type of question will come in exam. So you please remember there are 25 prime numbers in between 1 and 100. So notice that 3 and 5, 17 and 19, 59 and 61 etc. are separated by just one number. Thus the difference between them is 5 minus 3, 91 minus 17, 61 minus 59 etc. is 2. Okay. So each prime numbers whose difference is 2 are known as twin primes. So you see that when we subtract this, so that time we will when the difference of two numbers, then we will get 2, that the number is called twin primes. Okay. So are 41 and 43 twin numbers. So factors of 41 are 1 and 41, and factors of 43 is 1 and 43. So thus 41 and 43 are prime. 43 minus 41 equals to 2. So therefore 41 and 43 are twin primes. Okay. So means whose difference is 2 are called, if the two prime numbers whose difference is 2 are known as twin primes. Okay. So up to this, I hope all of you can understand what is that multiples, what is the factors, what is the common factor, common multiple, what is prime number, and what is composite number. Okay. So please you practice it at your home and do all these examples. So 7 examples is here. These examples already I have discussed here, and some few already I have shown here. So you please practice it at your home, all and each and every examples, and I will give you one of the worksheet based on these two page of this book. So you please practice it, and in my next video I will start that new things about the co-prime numbers. Okay, I will start from the next class co-prime numbers. So up to this you please practice it, and in my next video I will start that co-prime numbers. Okay, thank you students, and please do that worksheet whatever I am providing you please do in your class copy, which one is the provided from the school, you please do it. Okay, thank you students, bye, take care.